I got Joe Cooper on the show. What's happening, man?
What's happening, man? Yeah, late night time difference. That's why, you know, you're up late for your side.
Yeah, it's like Halloween. So I just got this new LibTech blade.
Yeah.
And I'm so stoked. I heard through the grapevine that they actually quit making snow skates.
Oh no.
And I hope that's not true, because that, I mean, it's really sad, the quality of the stuff. I love seeing where is it? Somewhere there's a signature. That's the dude that made it.
Right on.
You know what I mean? Like, do you know how excited I am to ride this ski? I feel like this is the lib ski I've been waiting for, you know?
Yeah. Well, so brand new this year.
Yeah.
I was here.
I think it was last year, but
Last year.
still, it's like this new shape, you know?
Yeah.
Something that hopefully is a happy medium between the two.
Yeah. Yeah. It's got a nice big spatula on the front.
Yeah, it's something that's just gonna glide. Hopefully it just cuts through some of the stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well,
like
the nice thing is everything that LibTech puts out is vetted, and they don't put out junk. So
yeah,
you know, if you got something, you know it works already, and you know it's going to be fun.
right, exactly. Like there's some R&D that went into developing that ski.
Yeah, and decades of technology in the manufacturing side too. So it's always good.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it was the transition to the my first lib deck was a game changer for sure.
Oh, really?
You know?
What'd you ride?
Oh, well, I was riding. Well, I had a Burton junkyard. I had some stuff. Wow. So I had some stuff back like when Andy Wolf first started. So I had one of those little flimsy plastic things that we played with on the just at the ski school.
Okay.
And then there was this other company. Man, I can't. Descent was the company.
Oh, really? I haven't heard of them.
No, they're gone, long gone. They made shit that didn't work. So that's why.
Oh, really? Yeah.
But it was a killer idea. Like somebody really thought this up. So it was like a regular deck, right? And then underneath it had a half circle. It was like carved underneath and then tunneled out. So it had grooves where the grooves were tapered. So theoretically, if you're going level, it would go straight. And if you tip it on edge, you'd catch in those grooves and it would turn. It didn't really do that.
No, it didn't do that.
It was supposed to, and it was a cool idea. We ended up using the top deck because it had the closed cell foam. So that was the first deck we ever had that had closed cell foam on it. And this was 90 something maybe or early 2000. And we then we put a Solomon ski blade on the bottom of it and used it for years after that. And so I was that Burton Millennium 3, which was a Solomon company. I think Solomon bought them.
Okay.
I had all that junk, all stuff that broke. And for a while I was riding. I came into a storage unit of the Matter snow skates, the old Matter stuff. And
you were below hood, right?
Yeah. So
where was that?
So we were riding at Cooper Spur before it was really like anything was allowed. So Cooper Spur is a small resort, one chair.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That sounds super fun.
Yeah, it's the northeast side of Mount Hood.
Okay.
So up from Hood River before you get all the way to Meadows or around to Timberline.
Okay.
And yeah. It was fun. We all worked there, so we had lift access. So that was it was a kind of place we hand dug half pipes and stuff like that. And
nice.
School was always safety meeting, you know, we cover
Yeah.
for each other, so everybody get hour-long ride breaks all the time.
That's rad.
Sometimes 2 or 3 hours without having to
Up
work. But
at
we're
Meadows?
not well. Eventually, Meadows bought it, and so
Okay.
it squashed a little bit.
Copper.
Well, it was before Copper, but yeah, it was a little.
Okay.
They squashed a little bit of the fun, like.
Yeah, they always do. They always
Yeah,
do.
it was all still good. We,
Yeah.
you know, when everybody had their back turned, we still did it. It was still good.
That's crazy. Why do you think snow skating got such a bad rap?
No, I don't think it got a bad rap. I just think it's different. You know, people are afraid anything different. I don't know. I think the more people that get into it, the worse maybe the reputation will get. But for the most part, from my experience, you know, it's always been so the people around snow skating have always been so great. Everybody's been friendly and for the most part respectful, you know.
Yeah.
But you go to a resort and most of the guys that are riding it, guys that they're not brand new to the mountains, so they know the what rules you should need to follow so that you don't hurt anybody else or hurt yourself, you know. And so
that's right. Ride with respect, and the resort will respect you. If you act like you don't belong up there, then you know,
well,
I am all for I'm all for the resort showing you the exit. You know what I mean? Like well, there are some of us
little thing with a string tied to it, you know.
Exactly.
Disadvantage. And we hiked Meadows, so that's like when I got my first. I bought I was trading the skate shop, the Matter snow skates, and a bunch of the stuff that the 4x4s actually. And so
the fuse ones.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And so and I was trading the local skate shop gear for, you know, he was selling. It was kind of going through some hard times over there, so I was just putting gear in and letting him take the money.
Nice.
And then
that's nice.
When he didn't have money, I would just take gear out of his shop.
Oh, gotcha.
We had this kind of reciprocal relationship. Well, that's how I ended up with my first live. Is he just didn't have money to pay me for the stuff he sold, so I just took the live, and I was stoked. And so then it made the hiking at Mount Adams, and it made the skating in the backyard and Cooper Spur. It just was not enough anymore, you know.
Yeah,
so we would hike Meadows a lot.
They wouldn't let you on, or you just didn't try to
they
get
would
on,
not.
or really?
We made about 2 days up there, and you know, we did that 2 or 3 seasons. We'd get a couple of days before.
That's rough.
We'd just go pretend like everything was cool, and when people would ask, we'd just say, no, it's cool. And it was cool, man. It was really cool. A lot of times at night, you know, lift ops guys and stuff like that, you get away with a little bit more.
Yeah, and we were lifties riding snow skates, you know.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That was, you know, that's what. But there wasn't a large contingency of people riding snow skates. Like
that's not everywhere. Yeah,
I remember the first time I even ran into another guy. Silas was the first guy that I actually knew, like, snow skating, had snow skated before, you know, before Cooper Spur. And so me and him, that was the year that we were hand digging the half pipe there, and he actually had skated. He had snow skated before, and he knew what it was, and I was like, oh yeah, sweet. So
you found somebody.
So well, there was couple other guys that also
worked
at the
resort,
worked, everybody that worked at the resort. Actually, this girl, I can't remember her name. What was her name? Amanda something.
Yeah.
She was the one that gave me my first Burton snow skate.
Oh man.
She was a Element skateboard person, and they forced her to take the snow skate, but she didn't like it.
No, they got a good team. Element.
Yeah. And so then that was the first one I made it down the hill on it at Cooper Spur from top to bottom without eating total shit. And
you can't beat that.
Oh, I just did that. So now I'm I'm never doing anything else ever again, you know?
It is like that, right? It's like something
Yeah.
gets into you. Once you're like, wait a minute, I can ride this thing. Why would I ride anything else?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, it's
Well,
it's a
and
weird.
you know, me and Silas, we had kids actually after about 4 or 5 years of knowing Silas. We both had kids that were ready to go to the mountain. And
Oh,
so,
okay.
you know, but by that time, I don't know who did it that went up to Timberline, but I don't know who it was that actually went up there with some snow skates and talked to the guys up there and um, got access. And then all of a sudden we were all just allowed.
Yes.
But we were there's a place called Ski Summit in government camp. And I had gone up there about 2 years prior and got them to allow us fixed chair, just a little teeny fixed
Yes.
one run
Oh,
or
just one?
just
Well, I
one
guess you
chair.
got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah, had one chair and about 3 or 4 runs. It wasn't steep, but it was fun. And we
Yeah.
had kids that were like 3 years old. So the
Oh.
kids would go and ski and do whatever
Oh,
they want.
yeah. They loved it.
And we could skate around, and it was pretty cheap to go there. But it was, so we were living on the Washington side. So it was an hour and a half to
Okay.
camp. So it was a long ways. We never went
Yeah.
up. We'd rather hike. And, but once Timberline came on, it was great because we get passes. Our kids could ski, we could skate, and those were some of the best times ever. You know, once the first 4 or 5 years after Timberline started letting us ride there.
And that's, I mean, what months are you not able to ride?
I think it's October. Think it's October till Thanksgiving. It's not very long. It's only about 8 weeks.
Yeah, that's, I mean, if you have access to it, then you're
Yeah,
stoked for,
yeah. It's $1,000 pass for the summer. So you got to pay $1,000 to get the summer pass. Your regular pass doesn't cover it.
Oh, of course not.
No.
Oh, man.
So if you really wanted to ride as much as you could up there,
That's a
it would
lot of money.
Yeah, you'd spend 1,500 or more, 2,000 to ride here up there.
Or
So
you try to work it.
yeah, but yeah, I think for like from where I was living, gas money is just not even.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Yeah,
But you get
cover.
up a couple of times, right? I mean,
Yeah, there's always bonus stuff. Like my birthday, we'd go like we'd go up there on my September was when my birthday
yeah.
was. We'd go up
So
there. Went a while.
that's awesome though. That's off season.
Yeah,
What,
yeah.
I mean, what's your you started snow skating, so what's your setup? What's your go-to?
Oh man, I don't know.
I mean, okay,
Uh,
so let's say, and obviously you have a different, and I think that's a trick question, right?
yeah.
Because
I mean,
you have different skis for different conditions, and you like
yeah,
different skis for different reasons. So
yeah.
let's say,
I'm pretty light on gear right now, just because of my location,
yeah,
and
where are you at these days?
I'm on Oahu. So
Oh,
I'm probably the only guy that has a quiver of snow skates on Oahu. I
I
have
know.
3.
Watch, I'll be the guy in Lima, Peru, with the
Yeah,
snow
no. So
skates. Like,
I
well, we're
lived on
gonna ride those, buddy.
yeah, I lived over on the Big Island for a couple of years, and when Jim was selling off his stuff, I bought a couple of his blades, and I got a freebooter deck, and
Oh, what?
then
No
actually,
way. That's
so
rad.
probably to answer your question, like right now, out of the skates that I own, I
Yeah.
have a Florida powder skate
Okay.
that it's an experimental one. It was one of the
Okay.
first of the 151s, but it has the 152
Okay.
graphic on it. So
Okay.
it was like a
All
prototype,
right.
and it charges. It'll do mashed potatoes and groomers both. So
Yeah, that's awesome.
it's a good skate, and it floats pretty good on power. And so that's got a Pool King with Chris Stropel longboard deck on it. It's a Pool King deck.
Oh,
And so,
really?
yeah, I found Pool King brand, and they were super supportive. and they just really hooked me up, and they had fiberglass top and bottom laminates. So
okay, is it light? I mean, because I'm
yeah,
thinking,
they're super light.
okay, so
The,
it's
the
good. So
fiberglass,
it's a good hiking deck.
yeah, actually, the first setup I had with the Pool King deck was one of Bryce's, one of his first
Oh
ones.
yeah,
You remember those ones that had the wood veneer on the top? Like
yeah,
his
I do.
first,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, I do.
I had that set up with one of those, and it was like
Oh,
not
mine
even
is,
not
yeah.
even 3 pounds. It was super light. It was
Really?
super light, and so it had like wind effect in it. So like I added some weight in between the trucks,
Okay.
and really gave it that sort of skateboard center of gravity.
Huh.
I just used like urethane rubber, and I just
Oh.
mounted it in there, and it gave it more weight. So I got it up to like maybe 4 pounds, and that was a really fun skate. But
Yeah, that sounds fun.
yeah, so my go-to would be that Florida powder skate. I can't remember if it's the 151 or 152, but one of them was narrower tail than the
Okay.
other.
All right. Did you ever race that in the Serpentine Massacre?
Nah, I didn't race the Serpentine too many times.
What?
I wouldn't go to that one in the Serpentine either. I think I ran a 48 with a 43 in the
Okay.
Serpentine
All right. You
year,
want to be
and
able to cut it. You want to be able to cut it hard. In the
yeah,
paint. You want to be able to
it's not
drive it.
it can survive the groomers, but it can't really charge them.
Yeah.
And then I don't remember the first year what I rode. Maybe I did the first year on the lib, and then back the I rode one of the generals for a while, for a few years. That was a good fun skate.
What's the general? Who made
The
that?
the fuse general.
Oh,
The
the
first,
fuse.
yeah, I really enjoyed that too. You have to commit with it, but I really had a lot of fun with it. It's really made to go. You
Yeah.
just use fundamentals and it works great.
I mean, that's it, really. I think with whatever ski you get, it's all about learning it, right? It's gonna you're gonna know how it likes to handle certain stuff.
Yeah,
Then you know how you're gonna ride it.
yeah,
This
yeah.
is crazy.
I think if I had to only have one, I'd probably get that Pioneer Pal skate.
Really?
If I could get the old
The
school one,
Pioneer Mouse.
the black top and the sparkly gold bottom, like that's the best one ever. I think.
Really?
Yeah,
No, that's a Pioneer.
Pioneer. Yeah, their Pal skate is, and then I don't know if he still makes them like that, but some of the first runs, the bottom was like looked like a bass boat or a jet
Oh.
boat, that sparkly gold, or like his rock star guitar.
Yeah.
It was good shit.
That's awesome.
But that's a good
That's
all
awesome.
terrain. That's a good all terrain skate. You can take it almost anywhere and have a good time with it.
See, and that's what I'm hoping out of this skate is
Yeah.
something I could take, and I don't know. It says maybe it's a cop out to ride lib stuff, maybe it's a little bit of a cop out, but I'm like, did I trust the product?
Yeah.
I know what I'm gonna get. I know what I'm gonna get. The thing is with snow skating is that you kind of commit to something, right? And
Yeah.
then you gotta learn how it responds.
One of the things I noticed about actually selling product to snow skaters
Oh yeah, because you did
is not
that.
many of them have money.
It's what?
Not very many of them have money. So
Yeah.
to go into a $400 setup, like what you get into with some of this stuff, you're like, this guy's like full month paychecks at the lift off shack or whatever,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And they'd love to spend it on snow skates.
Oh yeah, you got an extra crate of ramen and you're new snow skate setup, but
yeah, you're set, you know. Are you gonna
yeah,
go to any of the events, you know?
yeah.
Did
So
you make it? Did you make it to some events?
no, I haven't been to an event in 6 years, and
Oh,
so
well,
yeah,
I know you're out in Hawaii, but
it was a crazy roller coaster. What ended up happening, I just had rented a full-on warehouse in
this
Hood
is
River
in Hood
in
River.
about 6 or 7 years ago.
Oh,
So I
crap.
paid the lease. I bought the insurance so that I could tag on with the the guy who owned the skate shop would do promotions in town.
Oh,
But,
perfect.
but he would never let us snow skaters come in because insurance, right? So
Really?
he'd bring snow into Hood River and put it on what 3rd Street, which is one of the main streets, and have rail jams and stuff, but no snow skating because of insurance.
Oh,
So
man.
I had just set it up. I got my insurance. I had a huge warehouse, probably
You got insurance.
I got insurance so that I could tag on.
Oh,
It's like, okay,
nice.
if you get insurance, so I got liability insurance for my to host events and be, at least responsible for the dumbasses that I brought in.
Yeah.
And so I rented this shop and I barely got everything moved from my old place. Like I basically was using like a 6-foot closet in another company's warehouse, and then I could use
damn.
all of their, like, I had benches set up for tuning and building and all this stuff, but I was stacking stuff in this 6-foot closet and it's all overflowing around, and it was
Whoa.
and then
That's cool.
my house was so full. Like that's how I got the closet. But I had just I just found a spot and it was perfect. And my wife, so there was a couple of years where I just stopped putting money into it because I spent a lot more money.
It's expensive than you got, right?
Well, no, I actually was profitable every year, but I spent it like me and Silas would drive my diesel truck to Tahoe, and I would
write it off.
Snow skate money, I just paid for the snow skate money,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So I always spent it, and I bought all the kids passes so that they would have, and I just wrote all that stuff off. So my habit kind of it sort of worked itself, but it wasn't really a real good growth path for my business. But the business was going good, but then I just backed off of it and started putting that money into my wife's education, and she got her master's.
That's awesome, dude.
And so after she just finished her master's, some of the stuff that she had planned fell through, and this thing in Hawaii came up, and we're like, man, here we live over on the Washington side, and my son is growing up. He's 9 years old at the time, and he never really saw any other kind of culture than what was right in that little town.
Yeah, so Mahalo.
Why not? Let's just go check it out.
Are you surfing?
Yeah, surfing.
Sick.
Fun. He started surfing so Silas's kid was here, not like over the summer, and he just doesn't know better. He's gung ho. He's a charger. Doesn't matter what it is. And he was like, "When are we going surfing? You better be ready when we go." I had it all set up for him.
Yeah.
My son had been scared a couple of times, so he wasn't really going with me. And so when Silas's kid came, I took him out, and it was just a perfect day for his first day to get in the mix. And so they both little punks. They just, first wave, pop up, surf in, and you.
Okay, so I got a question for you. About surfing, and snow skating. So I've never surfed.
Yeah.
But I would imagine that snow skating is more like surfing than really anything else. I mean, I suppose snowboarding, but not really, right?
Yeah, snow skating is way more especially if you have a powder board on you've got 6 inches of fresh, and you can gullies, if you can get just the gullies, super similar. Yeah, super similar.
But
And
it's like, but not as inconsistent. Like kind of a longer.
it's a lot less work to ride a chairlift to the top of the hill than it is to paddle out. And,
yeah, right. Okay.
Oahu. So I went to college in LA, and there's just breaks where you can get out and you paddle out, and you're there.
Wow.
And most everywhere I go here, they're pretty long paddles to get out there. So
oh really?
It's you work for it. But
what island are you on?
So right now I'm on Oahu. I lived over on the Big Island for a little while, but
you ever surf Sandy Beach?
No, it's not. I mean, I surf the half point, they call it over there, but not Sandy's like the
it's kind of tight.
There's a shore break over there. It's great body surfing, boogie boarding. It's fun to just go play in the shore break, but surfing it's still Sandy's Beach Park, but it's there's a rock jetty out there. It's actually pretty easy to get out because there's a big boulder, and so that creates an eddy, and you can paddle right up to the boulder, or I guess it's reef, it's coral, lava rock, and you can paddle right up to that and then just swoop around it and get out to the break. So
it's pretty good that way.
Yeah, it's a little easier to get out over there.
Where's your favorite place to go?
Oh man, I don't know.
What's your son's favorite place?
I don't know. There's a rock pile. It's kind of a secret spot over here where we live. It's trespassing on military base. So it's if you're on the beach, it's kind of a gray area. So we just go on the beach, and then we can get to the jetty, and it breaks right there. So I think that's probably his favorite spot, just because it's right by our house.
Yeah, and it's kind of got a little something to it, right?
Yeah, you go there without a truck. That's the thing. You can just ride a skateboard on the path through the park and then walk the rest of the way.
And yeah, maybe if somebody with a uniform comes up to him, he might have to answer for himself. But
we've had that conversation with those guys plenty.
I'm sure.
So they just said, they just said, if they ask us to leave, we leave. Yeah. I straight up asked them, I'm like, so what kind of trouble can I get into if I'm, because I come here every day. I'll take my dog over there. I go every day, and I'm like, what kind of trouble? He's like, you're not going to get in trouble. He's like, maybe if some nice. Other guys, they might write your name on a piece of paper or something and say that you're a repeat offender, but there's no real trouble.
But since you guys live close, so it's almost like, but we know you're gonna be here.
It's a weird dynamic that goes along.
So just be respectful. Don't make us have to come and save your ass.
There's nothing like that. What you try and do is just avoid any kind of contact whatsoever. If you hear, because they don't walk, they won't walk around, right? So you can always
don't or do.
No, they just drive on quads and stuff. So they don't walk, they drive. So you can always hear them. And if we're in the water, you can't do anything. 10 feet up from the beach, you can't do anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from the water. So it's all.
So what happens when you talk to him? Anything?
Nothing really. He just asks
me. Be nice, right?
Yeah, I just say, okay, thanks. Have a nice day.
Do they ask you to leave?
Oh yeah, they'll explain that this is beyond the boundary, blah blah blah. But they're in the water, they can't do anything about it.
We have license to shoot you.
Yeah, probably. I don't read the sign, but it probably says that.
Oh man, that's not what you want.
No, they don't. They're not. Nobody's gonna shoot you over there on this. So, it's a Air Force base. They do Marine Corps training. There's nobody lives over there. It's just super small.
Yeah.
So,
oh really?
Yeah, it's pretty mellow. It's not like
like
Pearl Harbor, and we're trespassing on Pearl Harbor because some guys they'll shoot you over there, I'm sure.
Oh really?
Yeah. Although there's a skate park. It's all wood skate ramps.
Oh really?
It's a full-on warehouse. It's probably, I don't know, 3,000 square feet maybe at Hickam at one of the Air Force bases over there. And this guy comes and he's a vet, and he just sponsors everybody, and then you can get these accents, and they have this whole They do camps and all kinds of stuff over there.
That's
It's really nice,
rad.
but all wooden ramps. Yeah, it's fun.
Dude,
Cement.
I feel like I'm gonna watch this back and I'm gonna be like, holy crap, what were you doing talking to him in
Yeah,
the middle
midnight.
of the night? You know?
Well, it's
And
midnight
it's,
for me too.
I mean, I'm so thankful to get you on. And
Yeah.
I know that I'm trying to put my snow skate together. And so I'm not really giving you
No, it's
also,
good. It works out because I can just ramble. Oh,
yeah,
I've
yeah. I
been
mean,
so. Hey, have you been drinking any of the bangs yet?
um,
They're like this energy drink. It's man. It, they just
I
get
don't
me
even,
fired
my
up.
framing's off. You know what I mean? Like it's Halloween. I haven't gone to bed since Halloween. You know,
Yeah,
this is
right
the
on.
Halloween show, everybody,
Yeah, sick.
with Joe Cooper.
Yeah,
How
so you
cool is
got me.
that? How cool is that? And his arm is like it's there. I swear it's there, and
This one? Oh no,
it's
this one.
not burnt. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
you have a
little
background.
crooked though.
Do you have a
Yeah,
background?
I don't know how to take it off. I put it on there for a meeting, and I was trying to buy this house at one point,
Oh,
and
really?
yeah, it had an old abandoned pool in it. It was already graffitied. It was perfect.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, it kind of fell through. So it's hard to buy some houses when you don't have money.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I got mine.
Yeah.
I guess they thought I had money.
I was trying to
Um,
trick these guys too, man. I was this close. I almost had them, but
oh
fell.
man.
It, so.
Yeah, that's too bad. I know. And
Good.
all I
I was uncomfortable in so many ways. So
oh man. That's not very nice, you know. Come on, just
yeah, it
sell me
worked
the
out.
house, guys. Oh, well, yeah.
It
So
wasn't us. It was me and the seller were all cool, but the banks, those guys,
of
they're not,
course, of course. Yeah.
how you gonna afford to pay this money? Like,
All
just
right.
trust me, man.
So you're out there, you got your family, you're out in Hawaii, you're on Oahu. There is snow on
On Big Island.
Hawaii, on the
Yeah,
Big Island.
yeah,
You've got a quiver snow skates.
I do.
You've
I have
got snow
three.
skates potentially that are one of a kind snow
I do
skates.
have one of them is one of a kind. Yeah, and then
Can you tell me about that one?
well, that's the Florida powder skate one. That's just because it's a prototype, so I
Oh,
think it's 151 shape with the 152 graphic. And so that's a pretty cool skate. And I think what I've got is some of the first generation pre-dog trucks. I don't
oh.
know, those blue aluminum ones.
Now, are those good? See, I've always wanted to try and I may try it and be like, nope, that was a bad idea.
Well, he stopped
But
making them, and why not just buy rockers? Rockers are the best ones.
yeah, well, the one thing I liked about the pre-dogs was that I thought that I'd be able to put the
That was the
old
theory.
the old oh, was it GNU, the old Danny Cass
Yeah.
on a bigger deck,
Uh-huh.
because that's really what I wanted.
Oh,
I wanted the little bit wider foot, the foot span. I wanted the
yeah.
foot span to be a little bit wider. It's okay. It could be a small ski. Whenever I would ride it would be it's a ski that I could beat up and I wouldn't care about. That's
Yeah.
essentially the other skis that I have. I want to keep good.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I could ride this Live Tech ski that I got from Jake, but I kind of want to keep it good. Like I don't.
I know there's a fine line. Like, you even just have fun with it, and when it wears out, you get a new one. But
Yeah, I
I,
mean I think that's where I'm at too. I'm
you
like,
gotta
you
you
know
gotta
what?
just take it.
It's not a snow
Tiptoe.
skate museum,
You guarantee if you tiptoe around on the thing, you're gonna run over it with your car or something stupid. So
Yeah, you might as well ride it. You
yeah,
might as
just
well
right.
get some
Yeah,
marks in it.
Yeah.
Did you
Can
ever
always
okay, so did you ever have a skate that you liked, but you actually gave to someone else because you thought, well, you know what, that person's into it, and I'm gonna help them. I got this skate, and maybe I don't like it 100%, but I'm gonna get them into it. Did that ever happen?
there's a lot of them. Yeah, I
Really?
gave a ton of skates away that I liked. Yeah, I don't know if you remember Garfield and his brother. I gave those guys some gear.
Oh, really?
Um, yeah, that one that I was telling you about, the Pool King with the what's Bryce's company, the Boyd Hill,
Boyd Hill.
with the Boyd Hill ski, and that had the old first generation of the narrow 3-inch rockers on it. So it was just like
Oh, okay.
I gave that to a guy,
That's old school.
and I love that skate, but you know, he was a good guy, and I maybe thought I was just going to get another guy to go ride with me by doing that, you know.
Did
And
that
so
happen?
what's that?
Did
Yeah,
that
I mean,
happen? Did he ride with you?
rode with me, you know, and definitely. But again, he's the kind of guy that didn't have the money to get a pass and get up there and gas to get there, even if he did have a pass. But I think one year he did work at the mountain and got some turns and stuff. But
Yeah.
so I
Hard to
probably
see,
gave,
but you
especially
understand.
especially kids, like all of the Matter skates. I think I bought 30 of those Matter skates out of a storage unit that off of eBay. They were in
Oh,
Portland.
really?
Yeah, and
Oh,
somebody
really?
had a stack of these ones that were, you know, the China made back in the 90s, I think is when those were run, was like 96, I think they were
Yeah.
made. And maybe even before that, I don't know, but somebody had them, must have bought them retail and for retail and never sold them. And I bought like 30. So every time that some kid came over and stepped on a skate and was stoked about it,
There you
we
go.
I would hook them up for Christmas or their birthday or whatever. So, you
That's
know,
awesome. So
so
you
there's
just,
a few kids out there that are still riding because of that.
all right. So yeah, so that the follow-up question then. All right, did any of those people end up really loving it, going out and buying themselves a setup?
Well, probably Silas's kid is the only one who really, like, out of all those kids, that I really had it to go. Like, he can skate, he can ride a snow skate. You know, you could take him and put him on a chairlift and he can cruise.
That's
But
awesome.
most, you know, a lot of the other kids, they just switch to skiing because once you
Yeah,
get the feeling of freedom, it's really
man.
hard to take that away, right?
Yeah,
Why
exactly.
snowboarders don't
Exactly.
want to snow skate, right? Because they have to start over again.
Yeah.
You know, all of a sudden, I'm not the coolest guy on the
Yeah.
mountain anymore.
Well, and
I'm just,
especially if you've gotten down like the spinning and the
yeah, right.
flipping and the,
Why
people, yeah, why would you switch?
to go like this down the hill?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
until you actually do it, that's where, you know, that's how
I
it
know.
matters.
It's when you take a run and you're not flailing like that
Yeah,
that you're like, oh,
yeah.
oh,
Let's go
all right.
fast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just go fast. Go. How fast can I go on this thing?
yeah, yeah. You're
you know.
faster than you want. That's what I'm pretty sure. You know, most people.
I know, but it's so much fun though, because you're like, well, shit, I'm hauling ass right
You know
now.
what? If you really don't get that hurt too much, you know,
I
you're
know, I know.
so close. What I loved about it, what I think one of the biggest things is, I never caught an edge and just flapped right on
Yeah,
the snow off my snow skate. You know, you can kind of fall to your knees or fall to your back and slide away. You don't just all of a
yeah.
sudden stop, change direction.
That is a big, that happens to the best of us.
Yeah,
When we're out there, that happens to the best of us,
yeah.
and
Oh
I'm I don't know about you, Joe, but I'm starting to get up there in age.
yeah,
I know I am definitely not by far any of the older guys in the group, because there's a lot of older gentlemen in the
Yeah.
snow skate community,
Yeah.
but the older I get, I think the more I appreciate it,
Yeah.
because I'm
Oh,
like, you know what, I can still partake. I don't have to be as insane as I was, or
yeah.
whatever. I don't have
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
be reckless. Let me just go ride. Let me do my thing. Let me get on my lift. Let me go rally,
I was already
Let,
30 something, 32, 33 by the time I started snow skating.
oh,
And so I was tired of big tabletops and fall away jumps that, and
yeah.
just like it's fun, but for years and years of like where do you go with this? So I either got to go to bigger jumps or I got to spin around and do tricks or flips and stuff. I was just getting past that, I was like the consequences for me were like huge, as that was like poor working at a ski school and then go and break yourself. Fortunately I never did that, but the consequences were huge. I was never smart enough to take those kind of precautions.
Yeah.
I always went for it and got lucky, but
Oh,
yeah, so
really?
it's the
I ended
perfect.
up I ended up in the flats a lot.
Yeah, I hate that.
Like
Yeah,
that. I was like, dude, I'm bombing these things and I really should not be bombing
yeah,
them.
yeah.
And now on the snow skate, I'm like, that's huge. I'm not even gonna try that,
There's like a parking curb size, and you're like, yeah, right on.
yeah. And then occasionally I'll see the bump, or it's been carved out, some little something. I'm gonna try it. A lot
Yeah,
of times, maybe I'll get lucky and I can, just land on the other
yeah.
side.
Well,
you
there's
know?
nothing like groomed out park jumps that are already,
Yeah,
the speed is there, the lip is there, everything is there.
that's
All you
true.
have to do is point it and go, and
Yeah.
there's nothing like that you can't really mess it up too bad. So
Yeah. The I found that on the snow skate, I love cruising laps. So at Bogus Basin here, where I'm at,
yeah,
there's lots of cat tracks. And so there's
okay,
a cat track that connects the front to
oh
the back. And then I can go a loop because I can come back, or I can choose to go up a different way and take a different path down to that one chair
yeah,
that
yeah,
launches me back, and
yeah.
I can do laps and I can say, oh, holy crap, I did 8 laps today, or whatever. I mean, that's a good day, but I'm just
Timberline is
saying,
for that,
is
super
it?
good. Yeah, there's not a lot of there's a couple cat tracks and things, but you can take 2 chairs up and then get one run all the way
Yeah.
down bottom, and you get like 2,000 vertical feet or something in
Oh,
one.
that
And
sounds
so yeah,
awesome. That sounds
yeah,
awesome.
they're
Man.
and if it's running all the way to the top, so you could take 3 chairs to the top and wear yourself out before you ever get halfway down. So
Really?
that's what it's so great. Yeah, if you get a chance in the wintertime and go there, it's always good. There's always some snow. It's always fun. Super fun. Timberline is super fun.
And I think,
It's
I
not too
mean,
none of Timberline is too steep.
yeah,
So,
that's
there's
good.
only, if you're looking for steep, deep powder, there's only like sections that are 200 feet long and you have to kind of know where they are.
Yeah.
But they're normally untouched. Not a lot of
Really?
people hit it. Yeah, because not a lot of people. And so there's a couple of things out of bounds that you can get to that are pretty good. But you got to keep your momentum, because if it's a long walk back in if you
So
get
how,
stuck out there.
yeah, so how are the cat tracks? How's the snow skate terrain?
Yeah, I mean it's great. It's whatever you want. There's plenty of terrain for anybody. So
Oh,
if you want to just cruise cat tracks back and forth to the bottom, you can. And if you want something a little bit more, you can get that too.
And is it like a run in between? Man, I'm having a heck of a time getting into this hole.
At least you got the right wrench there.
Oh man, I love these things, man. These
Yeah,
are, although Jake built his trucks, so these ones happen to be an older style, but he built them so that they kind of have a curved thing and you can't actually use this. So I've got some trucks where I can't use this. I have to and I don't know, for whatever reason right now. It's the first year that I've, it's the first time I've tried to put this ski on. So I'm not surprised. And I know that eventually it's gonna like, oh, there you go.
Yeah, keep going and it'll eventually catch.
It's like, man, or maybe it's just that the bolts that I have are old, so they're worn down at the end, and I don't know. We'll see. It's only been a while.
Yeah.
It's all right. That's all right. It'll
No, it's good. You're getting me stoked. And I'm actually, so when Silas's kid was here, we started talking about getting things going again. Because I've been doing a lot of woodworking over here, right? I was making,
I think I've seen some of that stuff.
Yeah, I was making furniture.
Yeah.
And a lot of furniture. And so I've got all the tools to make all kinds of stuff. So I've been making little skateboard decks and stuff like that. And it's out of really, tropical hardwoods and stuff. And so I'm ready to put some of those back. The whole reason that I started Snowskate in the first place is because I didn't have the facilities. Like everything that we were making was junk.
Yeah.
And so I was like, and I would have killed to get some of that GNU stuff in the early 2000s, but
really,
it just wasn't around the Hood River area.
Yeah,
it was like Parkdale, which is in the middle of nowhere. And
dude, I got a Danny Cass. I dug a Danny Cass out of some skate shop in the U District.
Yeah, so many guys. There was a time I was running the whole business off of eBay. I was buying everything, every single skate that came on eBay. I bought it.
Oh, really? Were there a lot going on there? Is that how companies were getting rid of their shit?
That's how I got all my first GNU stuff, was through there.
Huh.
And there was a good train of some of that GNU gear, and I bought them all. I bought every one of them.
Really?
How much it cost? $300, $500. I was buying them. I think that they were pretty much 300 was the top money for those.
Were you selling them? Whatever
and then
happened to
them? I would just sell them to all my friends. Or Silas has most of that crap. When I left, when I left Washington, I just, like, anybody that came to my house, I made them take stuff so that I would just get rid of it.
Yeah.
And then all the Snowskate stuff that I had left, I just put it in the back of my truck and took it to Silas. And I was just like, okay, hold on to this.
Wow.
So,
and is he still in Hood River?
Yeah, White Salmon. Yeah,
White Salmon. Yeah,
Washington side.
Because didn't you guys used to do like whitewater rafting tours or something? Right?
Yeah.
Did you do that with him?
Yeah, that was good times, man. There was a couple of years where all we did was work on the mountain in the winter, and then raft guide in the summer. That was good life. It was pretty good life. Low money, but good fun.
So I was gonna say, that's like you're kind of working your pay, right?
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The fun of it all is and the benefits, like the passes for the winter. Getting a pass is like the bonus portion, and getting to ride, having days off to be able to ride in during the week, stuff like that for sure. And then, whitewater rafting, who doesn't like that? And
I don't know. I haven't done it, but it sounds freaking awesome if that's your job. I know
one of the first years that we did Tim Wendell did the Open.
Oh yeah.
We took
I
anybody
think
who
I went
wanted
the
to,
second year.
took her through a few boats down and went whitewater rafting. Me, Silas, and some other guys took rafts down the river with a bunch of snow skaters. It was good times.
Yeah. Man, that's awesome. I think, man, this thing is, I might have to call William and be like, yo, what's up? I can't get my bolt in, dude.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you on
No.
that. I think you might need to step away and take a look at it again when the lights.
I know. Well, dude, I'll tell you this. I mean, they're not sponsors on the show, but this freaking ski, dude.
Yeah.
This is a serious machine here. This is
Yeah.
and it's got, I can tell it's got some mag on it.
Yeah.
Like the construction on it is solid. I love the shape. I love the fact that in that thing, I'm going to be able to get on some snow, and I'm also going to have the turning capabilities that I like.
Right. So it's just turning winter. You guys are just getting first snows over there right now, huh?
Yeah, and one of the cool things, I just realized, like, my camera, where my camera's been, you haven't even been seeing my face, huh? You've been like,
enough. I've seen enough.
it's crazy. All right, so yeah, it's just getting to be winter, so we're in fall. We're in fall now, and the snow hasn't quite fallen yet.
Yeah.
I don't think. I think we're like, it's coming.
Yeah.
Like, it's coming pretty soon. I'm gonna start seeing a lot of Jeff Tulloch.
Yeah, that's cool. He's a good dude.
Actually,
Actually, the skate that I had, no, it's a different Jeff, but the one that I have now, that I loaned it out to another guy. I never thought I was going to get it back, and this guy, he mailed it back to me in Hawaii.
Mailed it back to
in
you?
his garage like 5 years later, and just mailed it back to me.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And I think that that's a testament to the people that snowskate,
It was great, in the 2000s. Like, if you talk to someone that knew about it, you were friends, right? Like, you didn't have to worry about, like, on that social media stuff. If someone had a snow skate in one of their pictures, you were friends. And it didn't, it was good days, like,
and then
now there's some guys that are too cool, and I don't know if I asked to be their friend, if they'd be like, oh, this kook is out. But
probably definitely some for me. And there's people that I won't even send a request to. I would love to. I'd love to be their friend, but I'm just not gonna.
There's like 2 or 3 years where it was all just like, everybody was so excited, and it's still like that on the mountain. Like, that's how I met like Garfield. I don't know if you know Garfield, right? But he's a super cool dude. And Graham, I sold Graham Coates
Graham Coates
on eBay. I sold something on eBay, and then he was in White Salmon and I was in White Salmon. I was like, what? So that's how
friends.
I met. Yeah. Well, of course we're friends, So
let's go ride some trails, and then now we're friends. Let's go ride some more trails.
Yeah. Go. Oh, I was with my family when I met Garfield, and he looked at me like, oh, there's another snow skater. I looked at him the same way, and we just were like, okay. We just ran off like, puppies running, like family. I just ditched them and took off with Garfield, and I was like, oh, I'll see you guys in a little while, and just took off.
Yeah.
So stoked to each other.
Yeah, he won the year that I was filming the Open.
Where?
The Open.
Oh, yeah.
And I think but he might have been he might have won the skateboarding. I can't remember.
Skating, because
at Window.
I don't even remember him riding.
No, I think he won the Snowskate thing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. or maybe it was the
Yeah,
skateboard thing.
he's that kind of dude. You never know. Whatever he wants, he's a good dude.
I can't remember. I looked at that footage so many times.
Yeah,
Like
you
so
probably seen
much. And like, and I'll tell you, Joe, looking at it and saying, I have so much footage, but not enough.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't
I'm so
have what I'm looking
to
for.
be like just still putting it out there, you know? Like I was shocked. It was like this guy's passion is to film all of this and compile the best stuff and actually produce something. Like, okay, that's cool, man.
Yeah, I mean, I tried. I'll tell you what.
You did. Like,
You know, when
you
you're
put in the effort. I know there's a few guys doing it, but I appreciate what you did there. Man.
I know, and it's too bad. It's too bad. Well, thank you. You know, it's too bad that there's not more collaboration, I think, on that.
I don't know.
But you know what? It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
It's not awful lot of work, and I'm glad that I was able to do it. And you know what? Believe it or not, it did cost money.
Yeah, I know.
Like I paid money to play.
Yeah, I paid for my wife's master's instead. You know,
which
2 years.
Is very, very smart. Very smart.
Yeah, I mean it was good, but it definitely hurt Snowskate for a while. Or forever, for a lot. Like hopefully Silas's kid is going to pick it back up. We were just talking about that, and then we've been talking about you know, my parents are in California.
Oh really? Like whereabouts in California? Sorry, dude. I'm sorry. It's like I got to tell you. Let's tell the audience. It's 3:49, and I don't know how long we've been on, Joe.
I don't know either. We started at like I don't know what time it is. 3:49, so it's like 12:49, 1 o'clock over here. But we started around 11.
So, oh man, I better say thanks for joining me on Aquabrain TV, Joe. Dude, this is so rad. Yeah. I'm gonna watch this again and I'm gonna be like, well, yep, I recorded that, you know, after Halloween.
Yeah, edit it all up. You know, okay, let's talk about this because I just rambled on too. So,
oh, hey, I think everybody's gonna love it. Go ahead and leave a comment and subscribe, and there'll be more of this. And you guys have a great night.
Yeah. All right, man. See you.
Please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you know when we put new videos out. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Brain Aqua. This has been Aquabrain TV. Remember to keep your head up and keep those knees bent.